You can say anything you want about black people. You will not be canceled. You can say anything you want about any other group and you will not be canceled. But say something about that one group and it's a wrap. It is a wrap. PBM, vegetables and junk food, what's happening? Today we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, and Dave Chappelle. I'm in my garage. I'm doing a little remodeling in the garage, so I'm going to be recording videos from wherever I'm at, just in case anybody was wondering what the hell is going on. This is going to be a shower, all right? But anyway, thinking about Dave Chappelle and how they're trying to cancel him for telling jokes, telling the truth. And Kanye West, I don't really fool with Kanye because he said slavery was a choice, and I'm cool off that. You know, you apologize to everybody except black people, right? I don't fool with cuz. Kyrie Irving, I don't like how they are damn near emasculating him. Kyrie Irving is being emasculated, and I don't necessarily feel sorry for him because Kyrie Irving has made $230 million, or he will have made that much at the end of this season if he gets back on the court. Wealth was or is supposed to buy you freedom. Wealth. There are people who are unapologetically racist. There are people out here who are unapologetically bigots, and they don't apologize for it. And they make money. Donald Trump, I don't ever recall him apologizing for anything. Right? I'm not necessarily a fan of him, but there's something to be said about people who stand on what they believe in, right? So for that, I can respect anybody who stands on what they believe in. I would like for people to stand on what they say, especially if they out here. If they done made 200 million in the last 12 years, I need you to stand on what you say, because that wealth is supposed to buy you freedom, especially if whatever you said wasn't necessarily wrong, right? That's why I want to uplift Dave Chappelle, because Dave Chappelle said something that people didn't like, people from a certain community. I'm not even going to say the word, because you can't even say that word on YouTube without getting shadow banned. It starts with a J. You can't even say the J word on YouTube. But they want to act like they are oppressed, right? I'm not going to say the J word, because you can't. But Dave Chappelle said a group of black men, you call that a gang, a group of Italian men, you call that a mob, and a group of the J's is just a coincidence. It is a coincidence, apparently, that a large percentage of the media corporations were founded and are still ran by a certain group of people. It's just supposed to be a coincidence. But the reality is that group of people, they practically built what we know as Hollywood. They did. There are books on it talking about how they built it. There's nothing to be ashamed of, right? But if you say that they built Hollywood and they control a large number of these media outlets, that is supposed to be anti-something. Why can't we just say it? That's the elephant in the room, right? Dave Chappelle called it out. I want to say shout out to brother Dave Chappelle. And I know that he's not going to apologize because he walked away from 50 million. He walked away from 50 million, once he realized that they were not laughing with him, they were laughing at him, right? Sometimes people will invite you to dinner and you will be on the menu. Let me say that again. People will invite you to dinner and you are on the menu. So when these corporations want black people to partner with them, when somebody wants you to sign a deal to produce content, to produce black content that they're going to distribute to the masses, they are not looking to bring you to the table as a partner. They just want to make money off of you. That's why we promote ownership. That's why we promote ownership. That's why I don't understand why all of these podcasters and other creators are signing these deals, giving away their intellectual property. Math Hoffa is about to sign a deal with Revolt that is not 100% black owned. Puff Daddy has a partner, and he just so happens to be a member of that group that we can't say on YouTube. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ownership. So I guess what I'm getting at is I have questions. Questions to members of that group. Why can't we say the J word on YouTube? That's the question that I have for y'all, if y'all watching. My other question is, why do people have to apologize when they call out members of that specific group and they talk about the proportion of members of that group who run these companies? Here's the thing. Tell me why that is anti you know what? Why is it anti you know what to call a spade a spade? Why is it anti you know what to call a spade a spade? You can say that black people are disproportionately, we disproportionately represent a large number of the prisoner population in proportion to our number, our population in the United States. So there are more white people incarcerated than there are black people. But when you look at the proportion compared to our number, the population, we are outperforming them when it comes to going to jail. We're outperforming them. So when you look at the percentage of the J population in proportion to how many of them run these media corporations, how is it anti anything to say that this group runs things? How is that anti? If a large portion of these corporations, of these outlets, are ran by members of a specific group. It just is. That's not saying that everybody in that group is filthy rich. It is simply saying that they can turn off your water if you say something about them, right? You can say anything you want about black people. You will not be canceled. You can say anything you want about any other group and you will not be canceled. But say something about that one group and it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Kanye West lost his bank account. That man lost his bank account. And y'all want to act like it's just a coincidence. Come on now. PBM, vegetables, and junk food. I had to get that off my chest. I just had to get that off my chest. I will see y'all in the next one. 30 days, 30 videos. Stay tuned. Peace.